Hello everyone, today I just really quickly wanted to show you my progress on Versailles because I've been building it for like a very long time now, like almost over a year. So now I want to show you my new progress, such as the new rooms that I've built, different parts of the palace, but I just want to show you the new sort of parts that I've created because I hope you enjoy it. So this is our familiar marble courtyard. Just adjust the camera there. Excuse me. Can we see? I think we're good. So this is the marble courtyard, as we're all familiar with at Versailles. I'll just turn the TV this way a little bit. Okay, that's better. Right, 1 second. Okay. Oh. Sorry, my controller's being a bit weird. Right, so we're back. This is our marble courtyard of Versailles. Yeah. And this is obviously what we have. I'll just take you on a very brief tour. This is your foyer. And then we walk through here. You've got your sort of lower stone gallery below the Hall of Mirrors. We'll just walk through. And then we have the apartments of the Madame, which are the daughters of the king. And this is their sort of set of rooms that they have on the ground floor. Much smaller to the rooms compared upstairs. Yeah, so we'll just very quickly walk through these rooms, and then we're going to go upstairs and we're going to take a look at the new royal apartments that I've been constructing. It's taken me like a very long time, but I do just want to show you my creation. This is a very long apartment, but it's 2 apartments in one, if you get what I mean. So we're going to walk. This is another room down here on the ground floor. So now we're gonna use the staircase that I created to get upstairs. And we're just going to take a very quick, brief look at the rooms that I've already built. We'll start with the chapel, because I think that's the most impressive, one of the most impressive rooms in the palace, mainly because it's so detailed. I know it sounds a bit kind of big-headed to say, but I've just really worked hard on it, and it's just stunning, the end result. So here we go. This is your chapel royal, an organ at the ends, and this is our lovely Baroque ceiling that we have. I just wanted to show you the chapel. We have stained glass windows to the right and left. Walking through, this is like your ante-room to the chapel. We have the large kind of King's Hercules salon here, and we'll just quickly walk through his rooms, and then we'll go to the King's suite, which was built later on in the reign of Louis XIV. So this is just, his old King's apartments where he would stay at the beginning of his reign, but then he moved on to a sort of room in the centre of the palace that I guess it was more appropriate. And these rooms were basically open to the public all the time because the king no longer occupied them, so they were very much open to the public even when he was in residence in these rooms. But obviously now nobody occupies these rooms. And we're just going to walk on through, looking at the ceilings. If you want to know, that each ceiling took a very long time to construct because, it just took ages to build. I'm just going to... Okay. So we have our beautiful start to the Hall of Mirrors here. Most famous room of Versailles. I don't know why it is. I guess it's because it's so beautiful and so different to many rooms that we see today. So here we go. This is our Hall of Mirrors. I tried to, if you're wondering why it's so dark in the palace, it's because I tried to make it more sort of theatrical. So I didn't put too many torches around. I just tried to make it a bit more cinematic, much more cinematic experience. So So we'll walk into the this is the King's office. This is where he would, do his readings, hold a council meeting. Louis the 14th, 15th and 16th did it in this room. We have the wonderful King's Bedchamber here. Very large space with the windows up there. Just a very massive room. The bed, compared to me, is enormous. Yeah, that's the King's Bedchamber. This is the chambre of the Oil de Boeuf, which means it's the bullseye salon, and it was used as a waiting room for the courtiers to access the King's Bedchamber. Back into the Hall of Mirrors. We're going to walk to the Queen's apartment now, because her apartment isn't actually finished. But I do want to show my progress, because you did see before that her room was a bit different, but now it's changed, because I felt like the decor wasn't really that similar to the actual Palace of Versailles, so I changed it. And this is it. We have the Queen's Bedchamber. The ceiling. This is her bed here. It's a massive room. I mean, these rooms are huge compared to my character. We'll go and have a look at Marie Antoinette's private cabinets here. It's a bit of a funny way to enter the room, but I had to smash through because it's all being constructed. But this is her little cabinet here, and we'll go to the other side, because that is where if we go to the other side, you can see there's a little door and it leads into like a series of rooms, and that goes into the cabinet. It goes into the chambre of the Oil de Boeuf, the bullseye salon, if you can just see here. So we'll go back through and we'll have a look at the Queen's audience chamber, and then we'll have a brief look of the outside of the palace. And if you're wondering, no, none of the gardens have been built yet, because there's just so much to do, and I really just want to get the palace, more or less finished before I start with the gardens. Here we have the audience room, which I've completed this room just a minute ago, actually. You have the beautiful Baroque ceiling, lots of browns, lots of deep colours, and the reason I did the ceiling so detailed in the palace is because when you walk into one of the staterooms in the royal apartments, even though the wall decor is beautiful, but the ceilings are the pièce de résistance of each room, just because they're so elaborately painted with all of these mythological people, and they're just so detailed, and the carving's beautiful, everything. So I tried to really capture that in this build. Yeah, in each room, I tried to use the same colour schemes in each room. Just try and reflect that wonderful French taste into Minecraft. So it is raining, but we'll take a quick overview of the palace, because, well, why not? And I just want to show you the sheer scale of this project, because it's taken a very long time to build. The sheer scale of it. I mean, the wing continues all the way down there. It's just a massive construction. But I'm just deeply in love with Versailles, and I always build it on Minecraft. I have actually built the whole palace before. I'm not trying to boast, but I did build it before. But this is my most impressive one, in my opinion, I've built so far, because you can actually view other videos on my channel of my original Versailles, but this is my most modern, up-to-date one, and it's my most impressive build, mainly because I think so, because compared to me and the building is oversized, and the reason I did that was because, well, Versailles is a royal palace, isn't it? And so I wanted, because I'll try and make this into a server or something so people can explore it. But I want, when people come to this palace, I want them to feel small, because it's a royal residence. It's a very powerful building, which I think could be reflected in size. If you're wondering what this is going to be the opera house. So inside, you'll have like a big theatre, and there'll be a stage, and and there'll be lots of seats. It will just be very interesting and cool to look at. You can see the start of the minister's wing over here. I stopped it though because there's just too much to do in the main building itself. I've still got to do all of that, do all the details on there. But you know, you can see on the side of the chapel, kind of. Yeah, I just really wanted to show you the building, the construction, and I just really wanted you to love it as much as I do, because you know I worked very hard on this to get. You know, I pay a lot of attention to detail when it comes to builds that I love, and this one's definitely one of them. If you can see here, this section, so this middle section here was the first part of the palace that I built. So the facade that you're looking at was the first part of the palace that I built, and then it just extended this way. It extended that way, and then I finished all over there. And then I've gone and built all over this side as well. So, you know, it is a huge project. Massive project. I'm just going to take a look at this wing here with the kind of old-fashioned architecture that I put there. Compared to the rest of the building, this is, you know, an old style of build. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll speak to you later, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave me a like, comment, whatever. Tell me how you feel. Cheers, thanks, bye.